Hi guys, this is Mithran and I'm telling the famous 5 stories. I'm the first book called 5 on a Treasure Island and I'm in the 5th chapter. In the previous chapter, the children visited the wreck. When bedtime came, Annie was dreaming when will George take her to her island. Now let's go into the 5th chapter called A Visit to the Island. Aunt Fanny took them for a picnic and they went to a cove nearby where they had a bait and had loads of fun. Annie, Dick and Julian secretly wished that they could go to the island. George also didn't want to go for the picnic. The reason is that she doesn't like picnics, but she can't stay without her beloved dog Timmy. And for that, Julian replied, "Bad luck. I think you should tell everything about Timmy to your mom. Aunt Fanny wouldn't mind." For that, George replied, "Yes, my mother wouldn't mind. But I'm telling this only to you. I haven't told this to anybody. I'm getting into awful trouble at home, but it's my fault. And I'm tired of it. Dad cannot make that much money with the book he writes, so he can't afford me and Mom what we need. So he gets into bad tempered. And he also want me to go away to the best school, but he doesn't have enough money. And I don't also want to go away from this place because I can't do anything without Timmy." For that, Annie replied, "Boarding school is fun, George. You should try it." For that, George replied, "No, I don't want to sit with a crowd of girls and laugh." For that, Annie again said that, "No, George, it's fun. We go there. And you will like it. You must think about it." And for that, George said with a fierce voice that, "If you tell me what I should do, I will start to hate you." And suddenly, Julian came and cracked some jokes and everyone laughed. The children went to the beach to take bath the 5th time that day, and they had lots of fun splashing and doing fun stuff. And George taught Annie how to swim, and she was proud of herself. And when they returned, George asked, "Can you ask my mother to go to the village and buy some stamps or something?" For that, Julian replied, "I don't want some stamps. I will go with ice." So they checked their mother if they could go to the village and buy some ice. And Aunt Fanny said, "Okay." So they went to the village while Julian was buying ice. George just visited Timmy and came. And when Julian bought ice, he waited for a few minutes. Then George came with a smiling face and said that, "I want to share you something very quickly. We are going to the island tomorrow." So Julian was really happy and said, "We'll go to the others and tell us." So they went back and they were eating ice in their garden. And Julian said, "We're going to the island tomorrow." And everyone was happy. And when supper came, they all were talking about to visit the island. And Aunt Fanny heard that and had a smile in her face and said, "Maybe I'll pack dinner for you guys so that you can go and stay there." So everyone said okay with happiness. Then George asked, "Are you coming, Mom, with us?" Then Aunt Fanny said, "I think you guys don't want me to come. And by the way, I have more work to do." For that, George said nothing. The other children also said nothing because if George's mother comes, they will not have Timmy around. And they waited for the next day. When they woke up, the sun was shining and the weather was splendid. But suddenly, George said to Annie that we cannot go there. Annie was disappointed and asked why. For that, George replied, there's going to be a storm today. For that, Annie replied, look at it. The sun is shining and the sky is clear. How can a storm come? And by the way, do you want to miss Timmy? For that, George said, okay. And they went down. And she also said that if the storm comes, you should enjoy it. You should not be frightened. So they went down, and Aunt Fanny asked the girls to help her to make some sandwiches and the boys to pick some plums in the garden. And she said that to Julian that you can go to the village and buy some ginger beer, lemonade, or anything you like. So everyone bought their things and they were ready, but they missed something. So they went to Fisher Boy's backyard and fetched Timmy. And the Fisher Boy said, "Good morning, Master George." And the children were making fun of it, that calling Georgina as Master George. So they fetched Timmy, and while they were going, the Fisher Boy said, Be here soon, there's gonna be a storm." For that, George shouted, "We know it." So they started rowing the boat. And Timmy was wagging his tail, jumping and licking everyone. And the children watched the island coming closer and closer. And they were so excited to visit the castle and the island. So Julian asked George, "Where are you going to park the boat?" George said, "In that cove." For that, Julian replied, "Oh, it's too far." And for that, George said a good point, that if the storm comes, we don't want to lose our boat, parked the boat, and went into the island. The children were surprised to see so many bunnies, and Timmy started to chase them. But George stopped him and said, "No, the bunnies will get frightened." And then Julian said, "We'll go and explore the castle." So George took them to the castle and said that the castle was made by white stones, and the white stone and the castle was made by the jackdaws too. And you see the two towers, one is spoiled, but one is still there. In the top there are nests. So George took them into the castle and said that these cabins are broken, but there's one cabin which I will show you, which has a roof. So she showed the roof, showed the cabin, and took them to the backside of the castle. Oh, there are ruined steps. She showed them that, and Annie said, "It is so perfect." And George said, "I'm really glad." And they were in the backs, and she said, "We are on the other side of the island. You see that black shining birds? They're called cormorants. They have eaten their fishes, and they're sitting there to digest it." And suddenly the birds all flew away. And George said, why are they flying away? And then she heard rumble. Then she said, "Thunder! The storm is here sooner than I thought." There was a storm, and this is the end of this chapter. Wait till the next chapter comes, what the storm did. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit the bell button to get more videos on me telling the famous 5 stories. Bye-bye.